In this video, History Illustrated is going to take a look at this phrase, representative government. Now, I talked recently about the idea of self-government, and if you haven't watched that video yet, please go take a look at it just so that you can have an understanding of what this word government really means. I focused on it quite heavily so that you can understand what they do and what government means. In this video, though, I want you to take a look at this particular part of the word representative. Represent. I'm going to write that down here. Represent. Now, many people have an idea of what the word represent means. I'm going to go ahead and talk to you about it anyway, just to make sure that we're on the same page. For example, I want to just go ahead and draw something here. A little symbol here. Many of you might have seen that. You might say, oh yeah, I know what that is. That is the peace symbol. It means peace. Now, this symbol, the peace symbol, it's basically a placeholder. A placeholder. It doesn't mean peace. It's just a symbol we draw to represent peace. So a placeholder is something that represents the actual meaning. The idea of drawing peace would be pretty complicated, so we just draw a simple symbol to represent it or to hold its place, to stand in place of something else. This idea will help you out in understanding what representative government means. So let's take a look at this particular group of people here. This one here. Let's just say, for example, that this is a state. Somewhere inside the United States. It doesn't matter which one. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that all of these are different states. Now, like I said in the last video, we talked about self-government. What that essentially means is that these people in this state, they would practice self-government, which means they run themselves. They make their own rules. They govern themselves. And this would be true for all of these individual states. They would all make their own rules and govern themselves. But they would also be a part of a bigger group. All of them together would be a part of a country. And they would have to make rules for all of the groups of people to abide by as well. And the way they would do this with the idea of representative government would be that this group of people would vote for a particular person. Let's say, for example, they voted on this guy here. They said, hey, you need to go to the Capitol. Let's say this is the Capitol here in this group. And you need to vote for laws that would benefit us so that we would approve of. We want you to go to the Capitol to vote for us to make sure that they don't make a law that really doesn't help us out at all. And then each group, every single one of them would do the exact same thing. They would all send their own little representative to go vote for them. And then they would all vote together in the Capitol to make laws for the entire group, all of these groups together. I think that explains the idea of representative government pretty well. Just remember that each group votes for a person to represent that entire group. They will then go vote for that group.